Hi again, friends. This isn't my backyard, but we are in Texas. We're pretty close to home, and I've got a special creature for you today. And before we go see the creature, I need to introduce you to my friend Trent. So Trent, among other skills, is a beekeeper. And so we're gonna actually get our bee suits on, and we're gonna go check out his beehive right over there. All right, here we are at the beehive, and Trent's got a smoker here. What is it about this smoke that is helpful for us right now?
Well, the bees like the smoke. It calms them. And so it's kind of like knocking on the door when you put the smoke at the entrance to the hive.
I can hear a lot of buzzing. Is that normal, Trent?
Yes, it is very hot out here. And what they're trying to do is keep the hive cool by buzzing inside of there. They basically have their own built-in fan. So what we're going to do is gingerly open up the hive and see if we can look into it without them getting too irritated with us today, because it is very hot. Carefully pull a couple of these up and see what we can see.
Okay. And Trent, is this hive one you've had for a while, or is this a kind of a new one?
This is a brand new hive. I rescued it early in this year. What that means is somebody called me and said, hey, I got a hive in my house. What can I do? And I collected the hive by sucking the bees up into a vacuum, and they are building up their comb. They're putting honey inside of it.
I see. Oh, so the liquid in there is honey, or at least the makings of honey, right?
Yes, yes. So let's set this down gingerly here. And let's look at the one next to it, because they put more together on this one. This is honey they've capped off. This is actually ready to eat. Let's see if we can find some brood down inside of here.
Okay, so you call it brood. So what is the brood actually?
They're actually babies.
Okay.
Now remember, all insects go through 4 different stages of life. They have the egg stage, the larva stage, the pupa stage, and the adult stage. The bees lay their eggs, and then that egg will hatch and become a larvae, and then it will go through the pupa stage in the same cell. And then when it's done, it will hatch out as a full adult bee. These bees are doing really well. They're making a lot of brood of babies, and you know, they look really healthy. They're all moving around. They've got full wings, and they look good. It really is important to check the hive with some regularity to make sure that they don't have any kind of pests like wasps or hive beetles or mice getting into the hive. Things like that can really devastate a hive if you don't pay attention to it. And it's kind of the same way with us. I really find a lot of commonality between us and as bees and God as a beekeeper. He checks on us from time to time too.
Mm-hmm. We need a lot of checking up on, Trent.
Preach.
So you hear people talk about busy bees. And so these bees are super busy. Trent, these are mostly all worker bees, right? They're all the female bees. Can you tell us a little bit about what they do with their life?
Sure. They have lots of jobs. When they're very young, their whole job is to clean up the combs that other bees have come out of. They'll also build these new combs to put the honey in. Now, as they get older, they'll go out, they'll forage, they'll go into the flowers and get the nectar, and they will turn that into honey in their stomach. And then they put it back into the hive for the rest of the hive to use. So you're kind of eating bee regurgitation when you eat honey.
Okay. Well, it is delicious, isn't it? Okay, well, very cool, Trent. I really appreciate you showing us the hive. This has been really interesting. We're gonna get this hive put back together, and we'll see you back at the house.
Thank you.
Wow, that was really fun to see inside a beehive. I've never done that before. So thank you, Trent, for showing that to us. And actually, he gave us some things. He gave me this jar of honey, and he gave me honey in a honeycomb. This isn't usually how you see honey in the store, but this is how it's stored in the hive. And you can just eat it, actually. Wow, that's really good. So you chew and chew and you're left with the wax. And this is beeswax, and this can be made into candles. I was thinking about those bees, and Trent was telling us about the worker bees and how busy they are. They are constantly doing their job and doing what needs to be done for the queen. This week we're talking about the fruit of the Spirit of faithfulness. And faithfulness is really loyalty. And so when we think about faithfulness in the Bible, we're really talking about loyalty to God and what He wants us to do. So just like the worker bees are very faithful to the queen, the Holy Spirit can put more faithfulness in our lives so that we are more faithful to God. And that's a great thing. So I hope that today you'll ask God to help you to be more faithful. Okay, friends, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.